Hey, what's up everybody, Z here. Today let's do a quick tank update. So I finally finished all the Interceptor treatment. So I put in the last treatment yesterday, so today will be 24 hours after the last treatment. I am going to put my skimmer back online tonight and put my activated carbon back online tomorrow, and then everything will be back to normal. Let's do a quick update. So just as usual, the LPS site, it's just being normal right now. They're growing and essentially fluffy, so there's no sign of brown jelly anywhere or on any of the heads. So yeah, so they're doing well. And the bounce mushroom, they are kind of taking over since they don't have the big torch they used to have to shade them. So they kind of start to grow over the rock. I need to try to prevent that from happening. I need to figure out something that I can put on top of to shade them, to stop them grow over the rock, to essentially take over an entire rock. They are growing really fast, and yeah. Yeah, this side is kind of just like usual, nothing happens. Let's go to the SPS side. They are doing well, especially the one, I think the one suffered from the white bugs, start to recover. I can see some of the pod extension to open up. Hopefully all the polyp can just open up after a couple weeks. So other than that, rest of the corals or SPS are doing fine. Anyway, they are simply suffering from the issue that growing too large or too fast. So essentially, they are suffocating lots of the flow. They're kind of getting too big. They are restricting lots of flow and light. As you can see, this Miyake tort, they're growing fine on the top where they can get enough flow and light, but when all the corals that at the base, they kind of lack of flow and light, they start to kind of die off. Yeah, that's the issue when you have large colonies. Essentially in the middle or at the bottom of the part, the colony, they'll kind of start to die off because I won't be able to get enough flow to go in there. Speaking of the flow, I added additional Gyre. This is the new one. This IceCap 4K. I put older one on the other side. I'm gonna show you later. However, since we're just talking about the SPS here, as you can see, it's getting really big right now. Though that is suffering from kind of a little bit die off that I mentioned about, because it just stops lots of flow, and the base, they are kind of lack of light. However, they are still growing. This part, they were kind of touching the glass, so I chopped off tons of frags. As you can see right now, they are kind of heating up and growing back. So yeah, I'm not sure if you can see for this coral, this also happens. As you can see in the middle there, well, it has less flow and less light, kind of die off. However, the new growth and it's constantly keeping it just keep getting new growth anyway. So most of the colonies kind of dying and growing at the same time. But as long as they're growing, I'm okay with it. So yeah, that's just the SPS part. Hopefully everything will be back on the track soon. Yeah, so as for the issue happened, I didn't really lost any in SPS. All the SPS that had the issue, they kind of just die and growing at the same time. Yeah, so like I said, I added the new gyre pump. This is just the one I added, which replaced the old Jebao, and I put the old Jebao on the left side. It's kind of a put it like a vertical position. Essentially, it's pushing flow towards the SPS section. Yeah, so essentially this new, this old Jebao Gyre is pushing flow to this big section, and same thing on the this side. All those pumps are just simply pushing flow towards the this SPS section. So essentially, all the flow, all the WaveMakers are directing flow into this SPS section, so I can get enough flow. And LPS side, they don't get as much flow as the SPS because all the flows are kind of blocked by those SPS colonies. In this way, I can achieve high flow area for SPS and relatively lower flow area for LPS. All right. So I didn't lose too much corals. Like I said, all the SPS, they are fun. I didn't lost any of the SPS entirely. For instance, this red planet, as you can see, there are some new growths on the top. However, all the base, they kind of just died off. Yeah, this happens to almost all the colonies here. However, the smaller colonies like this fox flame, not really affected. And this section is kind of gonna have issue because there are 3 colonies kind of merging together, or 4 colonies that are merging together. So I need to kind of really start to go in and chop off some of the corals. Yeah. So yeah, that's just the updates. Nothing special. Essentially, to sum up, SPS are kind of coming back. LPS are growing fine. So yeah. Well, there's no sign of white box anymore. So yeah, that's a successful interceptor. Hopefully, it's gonna be like this way later. And I'm gonna stop purchasing SPS, or just in general stop purchasing new corals for some time, and we'll see if the white box coming back. Hopefully they won't. All right, that's all for the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.